Alright. Switch over this. Looks like it's on. Welcome everyone to our latest episode of Mapping Monday. Your host, Len Wilk. Both live on Twitch and YouTube for posterity's sake. So there's a little bit of extra latency on the YouTube side, but that's totally fine. So for anyone joining in, this is our ongoing map project for the book I'm writing called Scars of Haven. Feel free to join the Discord for a preview of Chapter 1 in the prologue. Also, I did do some additional work on the map over the weekend. So the contest will be active this week, purely Discord based. All the details are in their own section in a pinned comment on the Discord. I forget what channel they're in. Stand by. It would be the contest submissions channel, of course. How could I possibly forget that? So yeah, that's why we're starting in the zoomed in on Haven, because we're going to be continuing Haven, and I don't want to give away because someone could just compare the YouTube videos from last week and this week to figure out what exactly changed. The first contest I ran was much smaller scale of change, but this one should be, in theory, and actually rather easy to win. So just have to stay tuned in the Discord for the map updates tomorrow. And it's basically spot the difference. Obviously outside of what we work on stream here. What was I doing? I don't know. So last weekend we were working up here on this area, and that's actually slightly loud, so I'm going to turn that down. So we were working in this area last Monday, so we're going to continue up over here. I've got my traditional instant coffee here, so I'm going to try to blitz through this before it gets cold on me, like it usually does. Okay, just need to get my bearings here for a second. Over down here. This little lake in. And we're just gonna get it flowing. Obviously, I've got a lot of trees to move around, so a lot of this stream, I'm gonna limit myself. I'm not, for the first at least 20 minutes of the stream, I'm not gonna move a tree. But then we're probably gonna get stuck moving trees for the rest of the stream. Super exciting. I love it. But it's just kind of a reality. There we go. So anyone hanging out, I definitely appreciate it. Feel free to chat. I don't... And it's always nice to chat with people. It's kind of funny, I usually have way more energy when I'm actually chatting. Most evident on my Skyrim streams. Okay, let's see. Don't think I need to add any more rivers in right now. So we're gonna get some symbology out. Just trying to make sure I can keep an eye on everything, make sure nothing breaks. Okay, YouTube's still working. I know it kind of cut me off last week. For some reason I'm buffering on Twitch. Oh, that's just probably my internet. Okay. So everything appears to be working. So we're just going to add in some towns along there. And some along this river too. But yeah, anyone should feel free to ask any questions about the map or the book or anything. I will answer anything to the best of my ability. While also, to the best of my ability, avoiding any sort of spoiler type stuff. Obviously, the fact that I'm working on this particular region of the map, well, I mean, even though this is where the late campaign is in the book, the final third or final half or whatever, I don't think a map is too much of a spoiler. I think I want that on the north side rather than on the south side. We're gonna dip one in there, move this to the north side of the river. I didn't want to grab the mountain. There we go. We're gonna have another one here. And I'm actually going to delete that and add a bigger one. I guess I could have just resized it. Yes, there are definitely are. I messed that road all kinds up. This is our more relaxed stream, or probably our most relaxed stream. Tomorrow we'll be continuing our Morathi project as far as the model building stream goes. In fact, I can connect. I've been trying to figure out a way to connect that with the main road, and that's perfect. And right now, because of all the trees, I can't really see where I'm planting these paths. Regrets. Tree-shaped regrets. And obviously we'll turn all the trees green eventually. I want to be able to do like the whole province at once as some big spectacle. So this town kind of bridges the gap. And bam. So I already did pathways there, but I added the trees. So there aren't really going to be any towns on the north side of our little fortification wall there. In fact, I'm not really going to have a whole lot in here. Obviously, I need more trees. Trees. Need a river tool. Looks good. And we'll do some towns along here too. Well, I hope everyone's having a good week. I know it's only Monday so far. Obviously, if you're watching this at a later date on YouTube, it's probably not going to be your Monday. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good week so far. I hope everyone's having a good month so far, because we're only a week into March. Okay, so that works. I'm actually going to move in a little bit tighter here. I kind of want something in this area. And a little bit more life. I'll just run another river into the wetlands here. And it looks like I roll another river down into here. I wonder if I should connect, if I should keep running this to kind of, so that's kind of a good idea. So we're going to run this guy down to about here. Another lake in. South line ended up kind of a little bit too perfect. Continuing this down and have it cut across down through the larger town nexus. And since we got a lake here, let's run it up into that. Yeah, it looks good. I'm actually going to move this guy here and add another one here. But yeah, anyone lurking and hanging out, definitely appreciate the views. Kind of works out. I might make that one. Let's see. I could add another run up here. So we're going to do that right there, and I'll just connect it with the road there. We'll call that good. And then we're probably going to be typecast for working on nothing but trees for the what seems like the rest of my life. But I think I'm going to add really like that one. I think there we go. That's the one I want. And there. Yeah, it works. Okay. So before I add any more trees, I'll need to start moving around the ones that I already have in the field. I'm thinking another river right along here will work. And it's coming from further in the south. It makes sense for it to join in with that. done with our coffee. So mission accomplished there. Finished it before it got cold. So I managed to hold off for 15 minutes. But I think it's time. Rip my sanity. Because we are going to be moving trees around. Great. So, fair warning, we're probably going to be working on trees for the better part of the rest of the stream. So I can make sure all the roads and rivers are visible and all the symbols are visible and stuff. I actually do try to avoid doing like nothing but trees on stream. I usually try to do a fair bit of off-camera work on this particular topic, but I wanted to make sure that we could run the contest this week, so I worked elsewhere on the map. Details for the contest, obviously, in the Discord server. It's got its own dedicated channel in the section having to do with the map and the book. So the updated map will be uploaded tomorrow. And the previous map, so last week's map, will be taken down from the Discord server immediately. I know the first time I left the old map up for a day, so that if anyone didn't grab a copy, they could. Obviously now we are going with the no mercy approach. And it should be an easy one to win, at least in my opinion. Fair disclaimer, if you don't like watching someone slowly go insane while moving trees around a map, kind of not the stream for you right now. I do try to keep it more interesting than this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Because it's pretty important that the rivers and paths remain clear to view. Now, as for tomorrow's stream, we're going to be finishing Morathi. I've got all the bits cut off the sprue, managed to do that last week. So we will be finishing her up. And after that, I'll have to figure out what model building project I'm going to work on next. I did get, as I announced on the Saturday stream, I did get an Imperial Knight. So we could do that. But I also have, like 80 bazillion infantry to put together, and My Acadian Defense Force finally came, so I have another, and I got another Imperial Guard Start Collecting box, so I have a couple of tanks to put together. Now that I've gotten a knight, I'm probably going to end up getting another Baneblade at some point. I'll probably wait a little while to do that. So that'd be an interesting thing to put together on stream. And so will the Imperial Knight. Obviously for infantry and such, I do a lot of that off camera. Like I've already trimmed up the edges and filed down stuff for my sister's infantry. But I figure I could probably like physically glue them together and put them together on stream, as long as I'm not spending like the whole time filing. Obviously for the bigger stuff like Marathi, I'm doing the whole process from start to finish for those streams. But for infantry and such, yeah, we're just relaxing and throwing down some trees. Hopefully volume levels are good. Obviously the microphone is not something I need to tweak, but I usually need to tweak the music because I use like 3 different ways of listening to it. Because I've got some wireless headphones for cosplay streams, and I feel like I started using the just regular speakers for the World of Warship streams. But yeah, when you're changing what you're using constantly, it can have an impact on volume levels on the stream. So hope the volume is good. See if anyone is out there watching, I definitely appreciate it. If you like nice chill conversation on Mondays and Tuesdays with a bit more fantasy side of things, obviously fantasy map here, and Warhammer model building and such on Tuesdays. Feel free to tell us a follow if you're on Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube. Never force anyone to do anything. Beauty of free will. Obviously, I should have prepared a little bit better for this one and done some off-camera tree work. But it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. In fact, I'm gonna delete this pathway. Why can't I select that? What the heck? I can't select any of those ones either. Huh. Weird. Okay, so, oh, there we go. It just glitched for a second. So we're gonna delete that. And that one. Because we don't really need that anymore. I see an opportunity to add another river in here to connect down with that one. Yeah, it was weird that I couldn't select the paths there. But yeah, if anyone's hanging out, lurking, even passive views are good views, and I appreciate it. Feel free to chat if you want to. I won't force anyone to do anything. It's not my style. Now I got a bunch of trees hiding behind these mountains here. But yeah, this is my life now. Trees. Now we are getting rather close to finishing the Haven province. So aside from the fact that we have 80 bazillion trees to move, it seems like, we are getting close to finishing this province, then we'll move on to the next one. Haven't decided which one that will be yet. Maybe the neighboring province to the right here, since we kind of got a little bit of that done. But we will see. As far as the contest goes, I'm thinking about just making sure I run that every other week. So obviously, since it's being run since it will be active this week, details on the Discord server, and this new map will be up tomorrow. And since it will be active this week, I'm thinking about leaving it until think about not doing it next week, but doing another one the week after, because the prize is manageable on my part, but it is a little bit time consuming. So if I give myself basically 2 weeks in between, or a week and a half in between, I've got plenty of time to work on the prize stuff prior to the next one. Prize will be created using Dungeon Draft, which is basically well, it's from the same creator that did Wonder Draft, which is obviously what I'm making the world map on, or realm map, because it's definitely not a world map. The world is way too big. So we are going to do another river. Down into there. We're doing another one there. I'm not going to run towns up to these ones. Make sure those connecting right. Actually, I might run a town up. Yeah, I'm going to run a town up there. Town symbol, go. I need to move that tree that I just planted or moved. That's fine. And pathway. Alright, good to go. The good thing about going through in finer detail, doing like the tree thing, is I can see where I can add like more more kind of terrain, like more rivers and stuff, which is nice. Because I am trying to make a fully fleshed out and living world that the book can take place in. Obviously, I understand that I'll be nowhere near the excellence that is Tolkien, but, you know, I'll do my best. So we're about halfway through. Obviously, this is our shortest stream on the channel. I've decided to eventually start doing the city building with Dungeon Draft on stream as well, but I want to get better with the program itself before and I'd be extending this stream by an hour and doing the city building portion first and the world building section second. But I want to be more familiar with Dungeon Draft before I do that. Sounds good, Either, and I appreciate you stopping by. I'm at the kind of stage where I do like one project or something, where I've decided to do like one project or something every weekend. And I think this weekend I'm going to dig my heels in and work on the book itself. I'm doing some edits for one of the major battles, and I need to finish that and start pushing the writing forward again. Because I did a lot of extensive editing in the first like 5 chapters and added some characters in that I now need to add to like the battle that marks the halfway point, kind of. No, it's definitely a turning point. So I need to add, I want to say 3 characters to that engagement. Which I already know how I'm going to do it. So it's not like it's super complicated to add them in. It's just a matter of like sitting down and doing it. It seems like every weekend I'm like torn in a different direction. Like over this last weekend I put about 45 minutes into the map in a different sector. Hindsight being what it is, I should have I spent at least like half an hour or 45 minutes moving these freaking trees around in Haven, so that I wouldn't be doing this for like the majority of the stream today. So I apologize for my lack of foresight on that. Because, yeah, I know this isn't... I know moving trees around, not the most entertaining use of your time. But yeah, it is... It is what it is. But yeah, if anyone is hanging out and has any questions on what we're working on or anything about the world, I'll do my best to answer them. That was really weird. Okay. Okay, that isn't covering anything up. So yeah, I'm starting to drift into stuff that's already done. Okay. So yeah, this is the tree portion is definitely is the rest of our life here on stream. Just gonna make sure this stuff's still working. Yes, it is. Okay, good. We're good. All right. Measurement 30 scale. Good. But yeah, I'll do my best to answer any questions about the project. Obviously, it is a map that pertains directly to the book I'm writing. I do have a preview for the prologue in chapter 1 on the Discord. It's it's basically a link to the Google document for the prologue in chapter 1. I think the chapter that I'm currently editing is chapter 11, I think. Got about like 170 something pages written so far for the book. So we are getting there. It's just having the time and motivation to work on it is the main dragging factor. Well, that's how a lot of things are in life, honestly. Obviously, we're mostly dealing with the frickin' trees right now, but if I see an opportunity to add in another kind of terrain feature, I absolutely take it. Helps break up the monotony of doing like the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Let's go this over like this. I have a lot of... I constantly fill my plate with all kinds of projects that I never end up having any time for. That's one of the primary reasons why I started this particular stream day. And the Tuesday stream. Because it gives me at least a solid time every week to work on the map and Warhammer stuff. Obviously, I spend a lot of time cutting stuff out and trimming stuff over the weekends for Warhammer, but there's so much of it. And I'm getting more stuff from the shop this weekend, and the Piety and Pain box set is coming out at the end of this month, so I'll be getting that too. And there is just so much Warhammer. Fine line between having too much and too little volume on the music. So yeah, we'll have plenty of content for both the map stream and the Warhammer stream for a while. There's not going to be any shortage of models to work on. And I do 100% intend to paint on the Warhammer stream or the model stream as well. But for right now, we're going to focus on building, I think. So obviously, tomorrow shouldn't have any issues finishing building Morathi. And then after that, I'll probably work on the Imperial Knight that I got. And from there, we'll see what we got next. Obviously, an Imperial Knight is a pretty beefy project, which will probably start tomorrow, depending on how long Morathi takes. And the Knight will probably be like a full-on stream by itself. That seems loud. Volume, never-ending battle. It's like the tempo of a song can change so much about how loud it is. No real big surprise there. But yeah, anyone hanging out, definitely appreciate it. Feel free to comment. I know Elar's lurking while he's doing his dinner thing, because it is... Actually, it's kind of late for him, because he was pretty busy this afternoon. Kind of funny, the trees are the most time-consuming part of the process. And I'm not overly fond of subjecting the stream to like nothing but trees. But I kind of don't have a choice today because I didn't even think about this when I did the extra work to make sure the contest could run this week. I need to add more in this area. But yeah, on the YouTube side, if anyone's watching this at a later date, feel free to comment your thoughts or whatever. I will, well, obviously I get notifications when comments are put on my videos, including the spam ones. So yeah, we'll endeavor to ask or answer any questions. Or either put in chat here or in the comment section later. Obviously the doors to my Discord are always open. Links should be below on both YouTube and Twitch. Feel free to join in. Obviously we're a pretty small community so far, but I hope to build it with everyone. And just like Rome wasn't built in a day, just like this map isn't finished in a day, I have a feeling we can build a pretty cool community. So I look forward to working with everyone on that. I do need to add more channels. So I'm probably going to add a suggestions channel on the Discord too. Oh dear Lord, just when I think I'm getting close to the end of the trees, it's like, oh, there's an area that looks all kinds of jacked up. Okay, how does that path cut through? Okay, so I move that guy. But yeah, I definitely endeavor to answer as many can't talk. I definitely endeavor to answer questions to the best of my abilities. Obviously, in regards to this sort of deal, I would avoid spoilers at all costs, or try to. On the Discord, I've been posting a character picture pretty much every week of a character in the book, and I've been giving their name and a brief little description. But so far I feel like I've managed to avoid any sort of spoiler action. So yeah. One note about the Discord though, I do need to give the permissions manually. I have just not had time to try to set up like a bot or something to do that. So keep that in mind. But I do monitor it every day, obviously. So you shouldn't have to wait too long to get permissions. Obviously, if you join during the streams, probably give you permissions right afterwards. But if you're watching this at a later time on YouTube, I check periodically throughout the night while I'm at work and other stuff. Yes, indeed, sir. Just in time for the song to end. But yeah, I picked up some like Scottish type music for on stream too. Thought it sounded good. Okay, so I think I got all the stuff that was already placed down off of roads and rivers for now, so we're just gonna add more. Because trees. The unending curse of map making. Something there. Kind of thin out from there. Looks good. But yeah, definitely appreciate you stopping by either. And I have been working on the town. And I have a kind of rough draft in the works, which I need to show you later and talk to you and see if I'm on the right track or if I need to start over. I feel like I need to put something else in this area besides trees. Maybe another mountain? Let's move these guys. Not something super big. It's gonna be like a... I'll do a set 2. Yeah, that looks good. Nice little break in the terrain there, so it's not just like a forest. I want this area to be super thick. I'm thinking about doing like a similar thing right up here, but I don't want too many mountains close to Haven Peak here. But yeah, we're actually closing in on the end of the stream. Kind of. We got about 6 more minutes left. So I definitely appreciate anyone who's choosing to hang out on this fine Monday. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Hope everyone's having a good March so far. Grabbed the wrong tree there. Need the small one. There we go. Bam. So a little bit more in here. That's pretty much, I think, this area squared away for now. There's a couple that I knew I missed a spot where I had to move stuff around. I could feel it. So we're just gonna finish this area up here. But yeah, I was able to do some map work, about 45 minutes over the weekend. So there will be a contest this week. Details in the Discord server. The new update of the map will be posted tomorrow at approximately 5 PST. Give or take like 15 or 20 minutes. It'll definitely be posted prior to tomorrow's stream, which starts at 6. So between 5 and 6 PST, we'll be posting the updated map as we do on every Tuesday. I believe I pulled a winner on Friday at approx 5 PST, or closed the contest, and fortunately last time we did not have a winner, despite a lack of trying on Mr. Benimaru's part. To be fair, it was a small area of progress, even though I spent like an hour on it the night before, or the Saturday before, I should say. But should be a very easy go around this time. Like when I opened the map in the program, I was like, oh, that's very obvious. So that's why I started. Well, I mean, any time I start zoomed in, there's a chance I did some extra work on the side, because I don't want anyone to be able to just compare the two streams and be like, oh, that is different, even though that's the whole point of the contest. Any member of the Discord is totally eligible to enter. I've got all the prizes are listed on the Discord server. I'm not gonna spell it out. It's basically find the difference between the two maps, and if you're announced as the winner, you get some prizes. Well, I think we managed to actually do all the trees in this region, so I'm happy about that. It only took us like 80% of the stream or something. You know, a little bit more detailing in here, maybe like a lake or something that some rivers can flow into here too. But our main area that we have left of Haven is this area over here. Obviously, more trees are in our future, but we will get there. Fortunately, since this is kind of a rolling hills and plains area, it's going to be pretty easy to work on. It's basically done already. LOL, joking. So yeah, that's gonna just about do us for today. Obviously, next stream will be tomorrow, where we are going to finish our little box of Morathi here. And once, because we already finished the small version, so once we finish the big version, I'll also post pictures of that on the Discord. So yeah, feel free to join Discord. Apparently I've been dropping frames, which doesn't make any sense because this is super low yield. But that's fine. I appear to be working fine on YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, the contest will be active. Maps will be updated tomorrow. The old map from last week will be taken down as soon as I update the new one. So, and since it is the Spot the Difference, I'm giving you a hint, might want to grab a copy before it goes down tomorrow between 5 and 6 PST. So before our stream tomorrow. Aside from that, links below for the Discord server. I believe I set it up on my Twitch to link my YouTube, and on YouTube I have a link to my Twitch. Feel free to give me a subscribe on YouTube or a follow on Twitch if you want. No pressure or anything. I can understand this content isn't for everyone, but if you enjoy hanging out and chatting, listening to some chill music, and doing some world building or model building, definitely look forward to seeing you guys again. But we're going to end it here. Until next time, it's been Len Wilk, and we will join you again tomorrow for Warhammer Tuesday. I still need